Okay guys, back for another cast on the druid. Last time I looked out in Hillspread Foothills after forgot to bring a quest item for a guy I had to talk to in the hinterlands. What I did sort of off recording was that I went to Undercity and picked up the item that I needed. Talked to the guy and then I got this quest in return. Return to Fel Zerul. Currently, I'm in the Badlands, and I was about to just hand in this quest, Theldrin the Lost. I had that one the last time as well. The one that gives sort of an odd item. And then I realized that there was a 44 quest here. The last one I got actually up here, Badlands Reagent Run II. Um, and uh, I don't seem to recall having done this quest before, and I think it's because see what's inside. Alright, so just gonna put it over here. I guess I'm supposed to fill these vials. I'm just gonna have to read the quest here. Okay, let's see. I'm supposed to fill these guys on, I think, these mobs up here. Uh, I think they are elite, although yeah, it does say it's an elite quest. It's an alchemist quest. I went to check it up. Um, and while I did that, there was a note about how you could do them supposedly very easily, even though it's a 44 elite quest. The trick is to use a spell that I've pretty much never used, namely Hibernate, as it's Dragonkin. So you can make these guys, yeah, go to sleep, and then you can use these sort of empty vials afterwards. Um, I can see there's a minute cooldown, so I guess I'm gonna have to do those things sort of one by one, and then maybe run off between each of the sort of sessions, you could call them. Oh, and now that I'm here, I gotta look out for my good old buddy Sari Cockle, this grade 55, something like that, elite vulture that's in the Badlands. But first things first, I'm gonna hand in Forbidden Knowledge and get the odd item. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep it or not, so I'm just gonna keep it for now. Uh, I can't really see the use of it. Uh, Actually, the only use I could see for it was like running out of a. Um, just check it out here. Running out of a dungeon. That where the where we're pretty much about to wipe. Um, but you're losing a lot of health at the same time, so yeah. And I got speed pot, I got nifty stuff, stopwatch, I got cat form with dash or speed. So actually, I can't see the use for it with all these other options. Anyway, I'm gonna hand in this one, and I'm suppose it's the final quest here. Oh, or maybe not because there's some kind of uh, text. Uh, he doesn't give a new quest, so I guess that's fine. Alright, so up to my dragon friends here to hopefully complete this 44 elite quest. Just gonna check how much experience I got left. 17,000 before level. So I prefer to go. I probably mentioned this before, but I prefer to go into Zul Farrak as level 49. It's just sometimes that people, are a bit cranky about if you're too high level when you enter the dungeon. And yeah, I'll still pick the Catgas Viscers due to mainly due oh shit. It's like this one came out of nowhere. Due to crafting these elixir of greater intellect. So someone else has been busy up here. It looks like that's just fine. Guess it was that human that just came by. Oh yeah, and one other thing I did is that I set my hearthstone to Orgrimmar because this way I can sort of easily go talk to Master Gadrin after. Let's see, 43. I should be able to dodge these guys with a little uh, with very little skill. You know. Okay, so here are the guys. I can imagine travel form might be smart. So I think what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna put this guy to sleep. Alright, that's one. Uh, I don't know if he's gonna go nuts on me after, or if he's in deep sleep so he'll forget about me. It's probably gonna be the first. So I'm just gonna go up here, keep an eye on him, and then when there's a 1 minute cooldown on these thingies here, so I'll have to wait no matter what. Yeah, he got pretty pissed, so I guess I've just gotta move out. See you, bro. And I'm out of combat. Perfect, so easy peasy quest. And now that I was up here, this might be a nice place to sort of wait the last couple of seconds before I actually maybe even re-engage the same guy here. I think I will. Very, very easy. It's like this quest was almost sort of made for druid. Thank you. See you. Yeah, I'm gonna do this one more time and I'm done. Oh. And I guess due to my failed parkour here, I guess he didn't even want to follow me. Or I guess sometimes when the mob can't find a path, it's gonna evade. Because I lost aggro pretty fast. And 10 seconds. Yeah, I might as well put him to sleep now, I guess. Oh shit. Yeah, that's an option too. Good night. And bye bye. These guys can actually be pretty nasty at a lower level because those fireballs hurt, and I'm sure you'll get social aggro here, meaning that if you get... aggro from one of these, and then one of the other mobs sort of get close to the mob that has aggroed you, you get aggro from that mob too, etc., etc., and you'll end up having aggro from quite a few, and like I said, these fireballs really hurt. I remember that from last I was there. Let's see, there we go. Fire bloom is used in a few sort of recipes. Not only alchemy, I think. My instinct tells me that they're useful somehow, so I'm just gonna pick them. One other thing besides Terracotta, the great mid-50 elite vulture is the ogres that's wandering about here in circles. 6, 7 of them, something like that. They're level 40s. And you know what? I'm just gonna sell this thing. Made up my mind, I guess, if I wanted to keep it or not. And one other thing, sorry, yeah, one other thing that might have influence on this character is that I have a rogue that's leather worker, and I was thinking about going what's it called, tribal leather worker in order to being able to make the chest. I talked to the guy that made these, but I haven't really seen him since. So as he might have died, or he might just not play a lot. So it might be an option. I'm not sure if it's the smartest choice for the rogue himself, you could say, but I'm just gonna sort of think a bit more about it before I check out what other sort of leatherworking directions there are, you could say. Anyway, I'm gonna hand in the quest here. Uh, let's see if we actually get some reputation for it, even though it's just an alchemy quest. I did. 100 dark spear, not too bad. It's like the hardest faction to get reputation with. As I understand, by the way, that so is Night Elf. So, next up, I'm just gonna make absolutely sure no other quest popped. It did. Next up is Stonard in order to return to Fel Zerul. And then finally, we're gonna talk to Master Gadrin. That should lead to the final quest for Zul Farrak. And then I'm 100% ready for Zul Farrak. Yeah, but I haven't, just like you got, say, armor smith and a weaponsmith, or various subgroups to that, say like swordsmith or hammersmith or axesmith, etc. Then there's some sub sort of options for leatherworking as well, but I haven't really looked into them. All I've run into so far is tribal leatherworker. It's not like it's a completely useless skill for for a rogue, as I saw there were items, craftable items that were useful, but on the other hand, if I can get some guy to craft the chest piece, which is level, I think it was level 53 to equip the set piece for Iron Feather Shoulders, called Iron Feather Chest Piece, I think, or Iron Feather Chest. Then if that's the only sort of item I really want to craft, then it might not be too smart to use my first leather worker to become tribal. Holy shit, it's a big boy. Yeah, so I mean, I got time still. I got 4 levels before I can actually quit the item, so there's no rush. It's just a thought. But these shoulders, they just look so cool, and I'm pretty sure I can imagine the chest piece will look just as cool. One thing is that they look cool, but it's one of my weak points. You could say the chest piece. Sure, it's nice and all, but we're talking level 35 green, and I'm 49 at almost 50 at the moment. So it's about ready for an upgrade. I could run through my gear, by the way. Cloth piece here made by my priest. Um, there is no better at the moment as leather, not that I know of. The neck bought on auction house for I think 10 gold, something like that. Back in the day, they go for a piece like this will go for like 20, 25 gold at the moment. So quite expensive now. Oh shit. Some level 22 just got killed in South Shore by the guards, I suppose. Um, yeah, it's a bad road running down to South Shore as Horde, that's for sure. So, chest piece, shoulder piece, bought from the auction house, 15 gold. Uh, cheap, if you ask me, but on the other hand, it's hard to sell items like that. There aren't many druids like this one. Most of them are cats, meaning DPS or bear form, cat form or bear form. Back, I think I found it somewhere on one of my higher levels. It's nothing fancy, but it's okay, decent stats. Chess piece, think it was either I found it or it was a quest reward. I'm not sure. Uh, these same quest reward or no, actually, as I have them enchanted, I must have found them. Otherwise, I couldn't enchant them, or they become soul bound. This one I bought for like 10 gold, 12 gold, something like that on the auction house. I only seen it once. It's a Zul Farrak world drop. It only drops in Zul Farrak, I think. And nobody would ever want this besides me, sort of, or maybe a chamois that would go caster as well. Gloves, auction house as well, 10 gold, very nice. Quests, reward, or I found them, don't recall, same. Auction house again, like 5 gold with a decent enchant. Um, this it dropped from the last boss in Gnomrigon, and this was from a long quest chain. And finally, my only trinket at the moment is from questing in the Badlands. And that's it for now, guys. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to this guy in here. And he's not. I don't think he's gonna give a follow up, but let's see about it. And of course he did. But it's a level 50 quest for Sunken Temple, so nice fat chunk of reputation. And then finally for today, I'm gonna go talk to Master Gadrin in Darkspear Village to get the last quest for. I just have to do this. Oh shit! Gotta drop my. Gotta drop my thorn so it didn't kill him. Yeah, and for a second there, I thought these guys, all the level 1 bankers, they might thought that I was gonna grieve them, which was not intended. And I don't think I can do it as a druid either. Anyway, Master Gadrin. Dragonborn warrior buffed up. So Master Gadrin is all the way down here. And by the way, the yellow line here I have down here is a reputation that I can track. It's just sort of spend time for something while not getting experience and maybe grinding a little silk. It's a faction in Desolus that you can actually grind with no real purpose except just getting the reputation up a bit. I think you can actually get it all the way to Revered. Um, it's the Makerum clan's centaur. You could choose actually if you wanna have grind this faction or this, but you cannot have both. So if you become popular with this one, you will become hated with the others. You can see here. So what I do normally if I'm waiting for a dungeon, and there's quite some waiting for dungeons on the server, and that's just how it is. Um, but I can say train my weapon skills on these mobs. So usually I'll just give them Moonfire, and they are sort of 30, mid 30. So I'll give him a Moonfire that's doing the actual damage, and then I'm just gonna train whatever weapon skills I got. It could be useful in a tight spot that you can actually hit something with a melee weapon if you run out of mana. So at the moment I'm well, could run through this now that I have a little time yet before we reach Darkspear Village. Alchemy at the moment is 299, Herbalism 315, so it's capped out, and so is Alchemy almost. Cooking maxed, first aid. I need rune cloth. I haven't really gotten my hands of any yet. I'll get it when I start grinding on sort of higher level areas. So it's not something I wanna like spend gold on the auction house. I got better things to use my gold for at the moment anyway. Fishing I could use, yeah, I could grind fishing some more, and I guess I will eventually. It's another option you could do while waiting for a dungeon. And then here's my weapon skills. Most of them are around 200. 200 mazes and unarmed. Still work to be done. It's a little guy we can buff. So, handed in the talk to Master Gadrin, and then it's read from the tablet of Tika, blah blah blah, Zul Farrak, and I'm just gonna give you an idea about how many quests there actually are in Zul Farrak. Now I got all of them. Gasrilla, it depends that someone has a mace or something like that. It can be grinded in the hinterlands by some kind of elite mobs. I'm not sure I can solo that, so I'm not gonna attempt. But as you can see, you can bring 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 quests. Quite a bit, yeah. So, with the beautiful view here of Darkspear Village, I bid you farewell and see you next time, hopefully in Zul Farrak. Take care, bye bye.